I had a place in my shower for where my tequila went because I couldn't go 5 minutes without drinking.
I would rather give birth than go to the dentist.
That's pretty loony. I've been to the dentist and I've seen childbirth and I'd rather go to the dentist.
Not today.
Do you guys look at me the same now that I've told you about my farting thing?
No, Jamie.
Is that going to be every episode?
I don't know. You started the episode that way. No, we don't look at. Do you guys look at her differently?
No, definitely not.
No.
I don't have smelly farts.
We know that, and that's why it's fine. You know.
I have farts that come unannounced.
Right. Yeah. And that's okay. You're good.
My farts don't stink.
Jamie, we get it. Your farts don't stink. It's fine.
I'm proud. And that makes me fart like as I walk.
The fact that they don't stink makes you fart as you walk?
Just so you know that.
So Christina P.
Wow.
When they first moved to their new studio before this one, Christina P. had a fart mic where it was like, anytime she would fart, she would grab the microphone.
Really?
Yeah, and she would fart into it.
God.
And I was wondering, how much would someone have to pay you to do that?
I can't do that.
Well, she wasn't doing it like on command.
Oh.
It was just there, and then like whenever.
No, I'm honest, but I'm not an exhibitionist. Like I'm not. I don't want to call attention. I'm obviously like not happy about this trait that I have. Like I'm just being honest, but I'm not thrilled.
Why'd you start the pod talking about it?
Well, you know why? Because you've already tortured me with what I said, and you're going to torture me forever with it. So if I give you one fart, you'll torture me forever with that sound. So no.
No. It won't be forever. I promise. I got a good story actually for the Booth Boys. So yes, and you, Amy, but yesterday I was walking home from the gym, and as you do as a guy, you clock a pair of tits. Like I just saw these tits, and I was like, geez, like, you know, and I'm looking, and then the girl was with her boyfriend. So like as they got close, I was like, all right, now you look away, you know, and then you just keep walking and doing your thing. And right as I got past her, I hear Rob, and I turn around and I go, oh, hey, Lauren Compton. Dude, I swear, I was like, oh my God. Like it was so crazy. So she has a podcast here and I did it.
Oh.
So I met her recently and I was like, holy shit. Like, oh, hey. And I thought her boyfriend was going to be like an asshole. Like, because she described her, like the other guy that she married was like a guy from Italy who needed a green card and this. So I just pictured like, he seems like a super cool dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, did you guys meet him?
No, I haven't met him yet.
He's like, I was like, yo, the best episode is going to be when you go on. Like I told him, and he was like, oh, dude, I'll bury her. Like, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like he's just like a funny bro kind of dude, you know? Where when I heard like when I heard that stuff about her last guy, I was like, oh, she's into like weird dudes, I think, you know? But yeah, there's no HR department here, right? That's fine.
Not yet, there isn't?
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah.
Well, I mean, we did just expand, the people at the company by 2 just now. So, maybe it's time to get an HR department.
I wonder, is there like a minimum amount of people you have to have at a company than have an HR department?
Or just not be unionized, probably, right? Or I don't know.
I think, yeah.
We're asking the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no one here wants
We
one.
can Google.
Hell yeah. That's good. So Jamie.
Yes.
Tom's been losing a lot of weight lately.
I noticed.
And he looks like a fucking movie star.
He looks
like it's
great.
starting to get like here's what I was wondering the other day.
Well, Cutter was showing me an Instagram with Tom or like a clip online of something with him the other day. And I literally commented and I was like, wow, he looks so great. And Cutter's like, testosterone. Because Cutter wants to do testosterone. And I'm like, I don't know how it's going to affect you. But like, it was like another notch in his belt for him to convince me that he should do it because I said Tom looked great.
Well, look, I have a TikTok or like a video of him where he looks like a movie star.
Oh yeah.
You got to see this guy.
Oh, let me see.
I did want to ask you, is it true that you speak Spanish like fluently?
I would say passably.
Español, cabrón, ¿me entiendes? ¿De dónde eres?
De Uruguay y Sudamérica.
Paraguay, claro.
He looks
Se
like a movie
dicen
star.
cabrón en Uruguay, ¿no?
No, hablo español como un bebé. Hablo un poquitito de español porque vive en México por años cuando tuve 13 años. Entonces tengo un acento mexicano, creo. Mi hija tiene 14 años. Estuve trabajando con Ana de Armas. Correcto.
Oh, he loves Ana de Armas.
Pregúntala, escucha a mi hija y escucha mi acento y dime cuál es mejor.
He does so well with Spanish.
Yeah, well, his mom's Peruvian.
See, Ben Affleck, that's my celebrity crush.
Is it really?
Yeah, from day one. Day one.
Really?
Yeah.
So from what was it? I can't even. I'm spacing on the movie with Matt Damon.
No. So it was, did he do a movie called Bounce? See if it was called Bounce. It was something like that. We had the same publicist back in the day, and Sopranos
did you shoot your shot?
No. The Sopranos had just started. Yeah, he did. Okay. Sopranos had just started. We had the same publicist at the time, and she invited me to the premiere, and I met him, and he was like, he seemed like 7 feet tall to me. He was so sweet. I was like 17. He was not looking at me in any way of like, who's this cute little girl? But I remember it was the first time I ever found myself completely speechless in somebody's presence. Like I was like,
What about the
just
first time you met me when I was
completely
12?
starstruck.
When I was 12 years
speechless
old
for
and
another
fat.
reason.
Yeah, I was obese.
Couldn't believe what a little jerk you were.
So that was your...
That's, yes. So he's been that since day one. Yeah.
Because I was watching The Town the other night, and
He's
your
so
husband
good.
kind of looks like Jeremy Renner. Cutter has Jeremy
a
Renner
little bit.
vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Can I see what? So I was at a private airport one time, and we were in a car on the tarmac, and all of a sudden, like this plane lands, the stairs come down, Ben Affleck just walks off and like walks by, and we were like, that
That's
was
a
pretty
G
cool.
move,
Like,
yeah.
and like no one with him, no one saying like you just saw him come off the plane and then like
Just walk off.
yeah, and it was like, oh, that was, and he like looked in our car and was like, gave us like a what's up, like we're like, oh, he's.
Cool.
Yeah, in The Town, he's fucking good. And then you look and it's like, oh, he wrote it, directed it. You're like,
Yeah,
damn,
he's
like,
a badass.
yeah.
I still haven't
he's-
seen Air. Have you?
No, but it was on. It's out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Well, you can watch it at home, which is how you want to watch it.
The only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way to
Correct.
watch it.
No, I disagree, but yeah.
So I'm starting to realize as we work here, that everyone's a lunatic here. And what we should do on this podcast is get like a little checklist of all the names and then the boxes next to it with checks when
How
we
much
figure
of a
out,
lunatic they are?
or just when we figure out, oh yeah, he's
Another
a
one,
lunatic.
okay.
Yeah, because I didn't think Ryan was a lunatic, and then after he played Any in basketball, he was like, man, I need a rematch. I was like, you're a lunatic.
That's crazy. And so after my fart tirade, am I a lunatic because of that? Borderline?
You know, are you a lunatic? No, I don't know if I'd put you in the lunatic category.
Really?
Yeah, no, I think you're
find
pretty
reason.
but I've known you for 25 years.
True,
I
you've
don't
seen
think I'm
me.
gonna find any like I don't know. I feel like, are you a lunatic? No, I don't think you're a lunatic. But guess
Just
who
'cause you
is?
love me.
Ennie's a fucking lunatic.
Tell me why.
I text Ennie yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, what emoji do you want to be?" Like when I got his number, he's like, "Oh, what emoji should you be on my phone?" So my first text to him was like the flying away money emoji because I lost money on him.
No. Don't set this up like you just sent me. Hey man, here's what emoji I should be. No.
No, I was gonna continue.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna continue,
Okay, all right.
and it was like, can you guess who this is? That I think this should be my emoji in your phone, and I sent the money flying away
Listen to his voice. Well, guess who this is?
Annie, what's your
Optimistic.
version?
because what you hear is guess who this is.
No,
Like you hear crazy shit because you're a lunatic.
No, because you sent me the text. You're like, let's see if you can guess who this is based on the emoji. Like,
Yeah, but when I say it in my voice, it's nice. Oh, let's see if you can guess who this is.
but it's in text. So
What time of day? What time of day did you receive this text?
2 in the afternoon
Okay.
yeah,
On a
that's
Sunday?
on a Sunday,
Yeah, on a Sunday.
the Lord's Day.
Well, I get random texts from numbers that'll just say like, "Hi, hey, how are you?" And I obviously don't respond.
So here's the
Was
deal.
that any of you? Did any of you text me hi yesterday?
Just thinking that he was gonna get robbed is not what makes him a lunatic. He then
Well, how
wrote
are you
me-
going to get robbed through a text?
because
give someone giving you warning, like a full warning.
not what I thought it was like, hey, like let's see if you can guess who this is, motherfucker, because I'm coming for you. Because you put the money emoji flying away. So I'm like, what you mean? Like you gonna take my money? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, okay,
Because listen, you
okay.
can come catch these fucking hands. Like I had so many things typed out. If you were looking at the
now look who switches the story, bro. I'll get the text right now. You wrote, I was prepared to about pretending like I didn't know how to speak English.
Yeah, that was gonna be
You
my
could
next
catch
move.
these hands.
That
Dude,
was gonna be my next
talking
move.
about?
Because bro, if you were looking in that text when you sent that shit to me, I had so many things. You would have just seen the bubbles for like a fucking hour. Because I'm like, how do I respond to this? Because I don't know.
Yeah, and you would have been sounding like Ben Affleck. You would have been like, "Cuánto te quiero? How much is it?" Like you're so
literally-
full of shit. Oh, dude.
I the first thing I was like, wrong number? Question mark? You know, I wanted you to be like, this is someone that I know, and then I was gonna
Right.
be like, oh, no habla, you know, yeah, and then just start looking up your shit immediately, just like, who is this mother? How do I get him? Yeah.
Right, and
Wow.
then I guess he was all mad and aggressive, and he's like, "What are you good at?" Like he's like, "I'll fucking you. You play poker? Let's play poker against each other. Let's do this." I'm like, "Dude, wait." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure, we get."
Got me heated, bro.
He's a lunatic, and he's a lunatic. Ding, check right next to Annie's name, bro. You're a loon, which is
It's
great
been
because I
confirmed.
said to him, "I'm a lunatic too." But it's so fun, because like from watching YMH, I don't really think that you're a lunatic,
What?
but now I do.
You must not watch a lot.
Dude, I want, but I don't know. Because when you say shit, I'm like, yeah, that seems pretty rational. Like, listen, the Joe Rogan thing with the arm wrestling was crazy. But besides that, I don't think about stuff that you've ever. Oh, and I thought of a good one for you. Because so here's what he said to me on text also. He said, pain is cap, meaning pain is not a real thing. You know, kids say cap. It means it's bullshit. It's a lie.
I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
CAP?
So, well, you're giving us Jenny from the Block vibes. Say, I figured you'd know what the kids are. You know, you look hip today. You look.
Oh, it's my like secret way of trying to get into Ben Affleck. I'm trying to look like his wife.
Yeah. So he said
I've got
he
no
said
chance.
pain is cap. Which, as a mom who has given birth to children, do you
Yeah.
think pain is cap? Do you think that's
Pain is cap.
Do you think pain is bullshit? There's no such thing as pain.
No, it's a
Right.
thing.
Hold up.
However,
After you have birth, though, don't you feel like every other pain you've had, like if you had it now, wouldn't it not be the same?
no, I would
right?
rather give birth than go to the dentist. Than
Okay,
get a
see-
Novocaine
Maybe
shot.
Jamie is a
Calling me
lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she is. Well, yeah, that's pretty loony. Yeah, because I've been to the dentist and I've seen childbirth, and I'd rather go to the dentist anytime.
I loved both my births. I had a party, all my friends in the room. We had music playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Were you at a hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, they let you do that shit before
Pre-COVID.
COVID, right?
Yeah.
Damn, you could have a party in the room?
Oh, I had like 4 to 5 friends each time, music blasting. I loved my doctor, so she was fun to hang. Cutter was just a mess in the corner. Yeah.
So here's what I said to Annie, because he's like, "What are you good at?" And this, I'm like, "Well, listen, if you play poker against someone, like, and this
What
is
are
crazy
you
too."
good at?
I said, if you play poker against somebody, like even the best player in the world is like 70% to win, like heads up,
Right,
against
right.
somebody, unless you're playing like thousands and thousands of hands. So I said and he goes, "Well, that's the same as basketball," and I go, "No, if my grandma plays Michael Jordan in basketball, Michael Jordan's 100% to win."
Right.
And then he kind of was like, "Okay," like he kind of gave it, but then
I mean, yeah, I could tell you were scared, so I'm like, let's just move on.
It sounds like there needs to just be like a series of challenges between you two, like multiple. Like we can try poker, then obviously pickleball.
All from a friendly
You guys
text.
should just, I want to time a race in my pool,
Oh,
back
he's-
and forth
He's
lap.
definitely
Like, let's-
faster than me.
Really?
I'm not a fast. Yeah, I'm
Swimmer?
also
Yeah,
but
10
in the
years older
water?
than him.
In the
In the
water?
water,
Come on,
I don't know.
man,
I'm not a
stereotype, think
swimmer.
about it.
I
Well,
haven't
let's
learned.
come up.
people,
Let's come
man.
up with an Olympic challenge, like a series of challenges for the two of you.
He's a professional arm wrestler, so I'm scared to. I'm scared to
We
arm
could
wrestle
set up
him.
all
over-
different
I'm
stations
over
at my
one.
house. We can do it. My
could-
kids would love it.
So that's what I said to him. Is like, well, I've been enjoying pickleball because I'm like, poker is not something that you play against one person and the person
Right,
who wins it proves
right,
anything,
right.
unless you want to put hundreds of hours in.
Right.
So I said, well, I'm really enjoying pickleball. I'm like, we could do pickleball, but pickleball to really enjoy it is a 2-on-2. So I'm like, we have to pick a partner or whatever.
Who's yours?
So he's like, I don't know. We'll figure it
Would
out.
you take Cutter?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take Cutter. But
I was
think,
shocked you didn't say him.
Right, well, because I think we want to keep it in the YMH. But if not, yeah, that's fine. And then so what I said was, yeah, because he's kind of in the YMH family now. what I said was, well, if you want to start playing pickleball, we have to go outside, but it's like 110 degrees out. He goes, that's fine. Heat is cap.
I disagree.
Let's
I
hear
disagree.
it. Let's hear it.
What you mean? Why is heat cap?
Well, I'm saying Jamie says she disagrees. Let's hear you guys debate heat.
I mean, it's all in your head, right? It's all in
Heat
your head.
is all in your
No,
head?
that's outside of your head.
No.
No. You can.
Heat is in my lungs. Heat is in my pores. Heat is debilitating. Heat is the worst.
So what about hot flashes? You ever had
I'm
a hot
not there
flash?
yet.
No, but I'm saying, can't you get a hot flash like people? in life?
Listen, 81, but I'm not there yet. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I'm just saying.
A couple of
your
years. You
brain-
guys will age me quick here.
But if something can be cap, it doesn't mean it's always cap.
I mean, yeah, you kind of right. You got a
Cap
point.
is
Whoa,
personal.
that's a win.
Cap is
You got a
personal.
point.
Cap is personal.
Cap is subjective. Yeah,
That's right.
I'm with that. I'm with
Someone
that.
make
It
a
does
merch
depend.
line of that.
So I got a good what should we call? Should we just call this segment memory lane instead of
Sure, I like that.
what? Because I always have to think about the other one. It's
Yeah,
like what?
yeah, it
where,
doesn't
when.
roll off the
Okay,
tongue
so memory
quickly.
lane.
Great.
I think I got a good memory lane for you
Oh,
today. I normally I don't see these before ever. They're
But you-
surprises, but
you know
we
this
talked
one.
about that we wanted this one, so and we couldn't find it on Google. They couldn't find it on Google.
You
so
found it?
I found it.
oh my God, you guys.
Jesus, Rob.
You look like
What's up, My
Edward
Chemical Romance?
Furlong. Do you remember that actor?
Yes. Yeah. American
You first
History
of all,
X, but not in
the
that.
shade of your lips, they're like pink.
Look at you, radiant. What did you say, Nadav, when you saw this?
What's up, My Chemical Romance?
Yeah. Well, that's not what my hair ever looked like. That's sweat. That's not my hair. That is me. I've been up here for at least 2 days. I have not stopped drinking and doing drugs. I am running on fumes.
I have a terrible memory, but that night is burned into my brain because I was so scared for you. You were so happy. It was your 21st, but you were the color gray. Like your skin was translucent gray. And yeah, I was holding on to you for dear life right there.
I was, by the way,
I will never forget.
the only thing in my life I've ever been elite at, and probably will only ever be elite at, is partying. Is drinking and doing drugs.
I've never seen somebody party the way you partied. That is
wish
correct.
I was still. I wish I can come out of retirement for one day because I would love to put that in our Olympics. Oh my
I think
God!
you'd lose.
You think what?
I think you'd
I
lose.
think I'll give you a run for your money there.
There
were days.
You might have me come out of
Days.
retirement. Do you understand? From the age of, so I was partying from 12 to 22 nonstop. From 22 to 28, I did not work a day. All I did was party. I moved to Vegas alone because New York, the city that doesn't sleep, wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember a guy telling me about this about basketball too a long time ago. Yeah, what was he saying, that he played every day or something? Yeah. I think he said that too, and then I whooped his ass. You sure you want to do this?
Well, what about you were the one who was saying, oh, I know how to arm wrestle, and you got crushed.
That's not what I said. That's all cap. I didn't say anything.
Oh, my
I just
God.
wanted to arm wrestle Rogan. That's all it was.
That's
Everybody
probably
was
true.
saying, yeah, everybody
I
was
believe
saying
that.
I was super
You just
Listen.
wanted to hold hands with Rogan.
That's true.
I don't
just wanted to
believe.
look at him in his eyes.
What's
right.
what's the most amount of drinks you've ever had in one night?
The most. I mean, that's not fair though, because I definitely didn't party as much as you. So like,
But I'm just saying, on your hardest night, like
Yeah.
your wildest night, how many drinks did you have?
it was my 16th birthday. I did 16 shots. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah.
Child's play.
I used to drink a bottle of tequila before I'd go out. Like
I used
had
to
a
have to French exit everywhere I was with Rob.
Irish.
French exit.
Irish goodbye. French exit?
Yeah. Irish goodbye
Irish goodbye.
or French exit.
Wow, I've never heard that.
Oh, am I wrong?
Chad?
I think both of them are.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, anyway, I used to have to do that because if Rob saw me leave, it would be hell. Like
Yeah.
he would
I didn't like
scream
people-
at no.
I didn't like
he-
to party and-
He would be so mad at me if I was leaving. So I always had to run away. I would lie and say I was going to the bathroom and leave, and I would get like all these rage texts from him.
Yeah.
And then the next day you would write me like, I love you.
Yeah, because I'd still be awake
Yes,
drinking and partying.
yes.
I promise. I had a place in my shower for where my tequila went because I couldn't go
That's so
5
bad.
minutes
Rob, ugh.
without drinking. Like I was, and listen, You'll never hear me be like, I was fucking great. That's like, I think I'm a fucking bad actor, when it comes to partying, I've probably met 2 people in my 38 years on the planet where I'm like, oh, they can keep up.
Who?
Like they could keep it. I mean, my boy Marcello, for sure, was incredible. A real legend. Because he did something that I couldn't do, which is wake up and start drinking. I always needed to put food in my body first or I would get extremely sick.
He would have a drink right when he woke up?
There were times we would party for days. Wake up, he would go to his freezer and take out a bottle of vodka and just start taking shots.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He was. But we have more photos from
that night?
From my 21st birthday, yeah. And it progressively gets
oh my gosh, okay.
worse and worse. So here, this is one of my friends has a really good job, and
yes.
I wanted to block
That's very
face out.
respectful. Wow,
Yeah.
I really like my hair, by the way.
Yeah, and that's Frankie,
Good
who always had a crush on you. Big
I
crush
love
on
Frank.
you. So that, and look at your.
Am I holding a camera?
Yeah, look at your camera
I'm
in your
holding
hand.
a digital camera.
Wow. So that's nice. Like I look respectable there.
You
like it's
do.
okay.
It's a
All right.
nice smile.
Now we got another one.
Oh, there he is. That's him.
Robbie
That's
said, so
it.
I decided to, for my 21st birthday, they flew like whatever it was, 10, 20 of my friends to Vegas, and I wanted to wear all white, so they got these like white angel, like people dressed as
we at
angels.
Tao?
We were at Tao. And then, all right, so let's go to the next one.
Oh, Rob.
Starting to get a little...
That's the face you would make at me if you found out I was leaving.
Right.
That's it, right
Or when
there.
I felt like I was too fucked up and people started taking photos and I didn't like it. All right, then it gets even worse.
Oh.
No, that's not the worst. That's still good. The last one is to me really bad.
Oh.
That I know by looking at that, I am fucked up.
Yes.
My hand would just be like that also when I wasn't drinking because I was so used to holding a fucking
That
drink.
claw.
Yeah,
You
the
would just
claw.
walk around like this all the
drink
time
claw.
until a glass was put into it.
Yeah, with a fucking cigarette in the other one. And I think because my hangovers got so bad that I needed to stop, but I really think smoking was a big part of that. I think
What do you mean?
cigarettes
Was
really,
a big part of your hangovers?
Yeah.
Of course. Ew. I mean, I was talking about this with somebody the other day. Just like how terrible it would be to leave nightclubs when we would go out because my eyes would be bloodshot and you'd stink. You would stink like cigarettes.
so bad. And
I'd shower at like 2 a.m. when I was getting home because it was so gross.
It's so bad. And so, girls, it's worse because your hair.
Yes.
Right? Your hair just stinks.
Yes.
But as someone who plays poker constantly now, I can't tell you how often like somebody leaves the table and they come back and you're like, Jesus, I used to smell like that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But everyone that smoked on Sopranos, like, that's how you made friends. Like, at one time I like went outside in between takes. I'm like, oh, this is where everybody is.
Yeah.
It's how I think I made friends by just hanging out there.
Yeah. That was the thing.
That was a bummer.
That was the thing. And it was cool. Once I turned like 16, I was like, all right, I could let
Nobody
these people
said
know that
anything.
I smoke and like
Yeah.
I'd be smoking with everybody. And then you're like hanging
And
out.
now no one smokes. Everyone vapes, I guess. Right?
Yeah. But also it's like, I think this could be totally wrong, but I think people smoke less cigarettes because you could just smoke weed everywhere now. You know what I mean? Like people are just
Maybe.
constantly hitting fucking weed pens and
Right.
shit like that. Do you want to go to our first sweet and sour emails?
Yeah.
Let's
Are
go.
these them?
Yeah. Let's.
Should I read right off the top?
No, flip it.
No.
I think so. I think it was
Oh,
flip
you
so
want
you
me
could
to
just
do
grab.
that? Okay.
I think. I don't know. What does the top one say? No, that's not the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to the let's go to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I met someone in a dating app a few months back. It was okay in retrospect. We kind of got along, but I soon allowed myself to be blind to countless red flags. Biggest one was loaning money. No need to tell the whole story, but we split after a friend found her active and updated dating profile. I confronted her and she dumped me. I have no desire in getting my money back, have deactivated social media, and blocked her on every platform. I'm not going to lie, this weekend I consumed an irresponsible amount of alcohol, pot, and psychedelic mushrooms. Fun. My question is, how can I move through this pain quickly, effective, healthily, and come out on the other side still able to trust others? My last relationship ended in an affair, which left me bitter, jaded, and alone for years, and I want to love again. Thanks for the time. Oh, wait, I'm confused. So he's lent this...
Oh, good, because I'm confused too. I thought it was like my ADD.
He lent this girl a lot of money, and then she never paid him back.
Do you guys know what happened?
And then he found out that she was still on the dating profile?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, he lent her a bunch of money, thought they were still dating, and then someone said, "Hey, she's still on the apps."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your question is, how can you move through this pain? Well, first of all, don't do that again. Don't lend money until you're in a more serious relationship and you can explain, be like, listen, I got burned last time. I'm like weird about this. It's nothing against you. I'm just not going to do that again. And then hopefully you can set clearer boundaries like around this for yourself. You're not doomed, and everyone's been cheated on, unfortunately, and that happens too, and that sucks. But like, if you clearly want to love again, that's literally the last words that you wrote. So put yourself back out there and, I don't know, blast this girl on social media and warn all the other people.
That just keeps it going.
I'm
know what I
kidding.
mean?
Don't do that.
I don't know.
Of course I'm kidding. Do you think I would ever do that?
I think there's times you wanted to do that.
Of course, but I never would. That's bad karma.
That's because you didn't want to fire the Twitter back up.
No. Well, yeah, exactly.
Listen, one of the few lessons I learned being a child actor, I remember they would say, like, if a manager or an agent wants something from you in the beginning,
right,
they're bad.
That's right.
And it's like, if they should say, hey, we'll put up everything, we're going to put you on auditions. But if somebody says, like, hey,
you have to pay up front.
To start, because there's a lot of scams where it's like, hey, $5,000 and we'll get you on auditions, or, $3,000. And luckily we didn't have any money anyway. But the person who is still my manager today for over 30 years found me when I was 6 years old, just on the street.
Right.
So he didn't ask for anything. He was just like, yeah, you come, we'll put you out on auditions and whatever. And I think relationships have to be the same way. If you're early in a relationship and somebody's asking you for, especially money.
No, they should be asking our parents.
Yeah, or getting it herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're good, guy. You're good. You're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Not everybody's like that. Set boundaries.
I have a really hard time relating to people who go through pain over someone who fucks them over, unless it's like a 10-year, 5-year relationship. But when it's like, I was dating this person for a couple of months and they fucked me over and now I'm sad. I'm like, I look at that as like, thank God they're out of my life now. Because I'm like, if it was 2 years down the line and I found all the shit was going on, it would hurt so much.
Sure. I mean, look, it hurts no matter what, but you move on. You can't judge the entire world off the actions of one person.
Is that a new tattoo on your arm?
This one?
The squiggle?
The squiggle.
That squiggly line right there?
No.
Oh.
It's new. I mean, that's old.
No, it's new. Should we do?
Can we read one more? Ooh, my boyfriend doesn't brush his teeth. Blah. Hey, my boyfriend is 32 years old and does not brush his teeth. There is visible plaque on his teeth, and he even had a filling explode, leaving half a molar behind. He won't do anything about any of it because he doesn't want to hear what the dentist would tell him. Also, he only takes 4 showers a year.
Let's slow down. Because when you go through all of it and you get to the end, then I'm like, it's too much.
He doesn't brush his teeth.
Right.
He had a tooth explode.
But here's the deal. He doesn't want to go to the dentist, so he doesn't brush his teeth. Hey, it's the other way around. If you don't want to go to the dentist, you got to brush your teeth all the time. That's how you stay away from the dentist.
Well, he also only takes 4 showers a year. Literally once every 2 to 3 months, he will get in there.
Who is this broad?
That's what I'm thinking. He shaves his head and beard once a year, and that is his only grooming time. It seems like his body is adjusted to the lifestyle as he doesn't smell. He does use deodorant daily, thank God. Part of our relationship is that we will not tell each other what to do, as we are adults who can make their own decisions, so I can't really do anything about it. Yes, we have sex as often as possible, and I try not to think about it too much. He is my scruffy man boy, and I love him despite this extremely bizarre lifestyle. If you have any suggestions for how I can change this, I would love to hear some advice. Keep him high and tight. Megan. I feel like she's being held captive. This sounds strange.
If you've made it this deep, like
then what's the deal?
It sounds like you're having a great time.
I agree.
If you shower 4 times a year, that has to be like a joke, right? Like how Annie says he poops once a month, but then he says that's cat. That he really poops twice a month or something.
Yeah, I said it was twice. They just said it that way. I did it once. Anyway.
There's no way that somebody could.
This feels like an exaggeration. But Megan.
What did you say, Annie?
I didn't say anything. I said, go back to your show.
You are the show.
Having the boundary of not telling each other what to do, that doesn't really sound like a healthy relationship, because like you can also, if you're spending your time in your life with this man and you want him to take care of himself, like you could die from like shit going bad in your mouth, can't you?
Yeah, but
isn't that why people didn't live past 40 back in the day? Because they didn't know how to take care of teeth.
Yeah. So
This
hopefully,
guy,
hopefully he'll die soon.
And she did say he's 32. Dude, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, he's got about 8 more years left to live.
You know what? I have this fun little toothbrush. It's called an auto brush that my kids have. And it's like this silicone little thing that you put in your mouth and you put your teeth on and it lights up and it plays a little song. Get him one of those.
I need that too.
It'll be fun. We do a little dance while it brushes your teeth for you and you just rinse and spit.
But here's something else. Let's say you're thinking of leaving. Before that, here's something I've learned recently, which is like when I'm dating somebody, if you just say like, hey, stop doing that, and that's the end of the conversation, it doesn't stick. Where for me, if I'm dating somebody, what I've been saying lately is like, can you tell me when I do that, what it makes you feel like, so then I could have that live with me, because I don't want to make you feel that way. So it'll be easier for me not to do that thing instead of being like, don't leave your socks here.
Well, yeah, you give the reason.
And
Gives me anxiety.
Like, right. But even, yeah. No, that's good. But it's just like, I need to know how you feel about it instead of just being like a mom thing where it's like, hey, don't leave your dishes on this thing.
Right.
But if it's like, hey, when you leave your dishes here, it makes me feel like you're saying, hey, you clean this up. Or like,
right.
And then I'm like, oh, I never want you to feel that way. Right. So it's easy for me to clean it.
That's right.
So tell him how him being absolutely disgusting makes you feel and that you don't want to.
It feels to me like she doesn't really mind it. I think she's like feeling like this is wrong, but I don't know if it really bothers her that much.
Yeah, she like put her arm up from her pigsty she lives in and started typing on a computer and this is just what came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, if you're having sex all the time, he showers 4 times a year.
And he's not stinky.
How do you, all right, let's take a poll. What is the most amount of time you guys think it's okay to go without a shower?
2 days.
I'd say like close to like 24 hours is close to like a max.
See, I'm not sweaty. I'm not sweaty.
Sick, 24 hours. Yeah, if you're sick, it goes a little longer. But yeah.
Wow. See, this is.
What if you don't sweat?
If you don't sweat, I mean, yeah, maybe a couple days.
Like, because I'm not a sweaty person. I've definitely gone 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but I also
I'll wash my face and do like, and my hands and whatever, but like, if I'm hanging around my house and not going places, I can go 2 days without showering.
Yeah, I'm like pretty much anytime, like when I'm going to bed, if it's like I haven't showered since I woke up, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like I don't like getting into my bed.
In COVID, if you didn't leave your house and did nothing, you would still shower at night.
I had even more time
really?
to do. Yeah, but like Annie said, in the last year, the only time I didn't shower in like a day was when I was sick. Because I'm like, I don't want to be cold. I hate getting into that shower and feeling cold. It's the fucking
See, that's when I
worst.
want to shower the most, is when I'm sick. I want to like...
Yeah. I can't. Especially if it was like, I remember the last time I was sick was like 2 months ago. I had some like food from eating sushi. I had like a food thing. And I was like, I just can't get in the shower.
Oof.
Like I was like, I'm fucking white.
Too weak.
Like I can't. Yeah, it was just everything. And I was like, I don't. But all right. Thanks for listening, guys.